College Success Arizona presents Student Stories. The feature of the following story and interview is Perla Bujanda.
I was born and raised here in Phoenix, Arizona, so I've been here pretty much my whole life.
And where did you graduate from high school?
I graduated in May of 2015.
And where from?
From Gateway Early College High School.
And where is that exactly?
That's in Phoenix. It's kind of like by the Sky Harbor Airport. It's like on 40th Street in Washington.
And you're now attending ASU?
Yes.
How old are you currently?
19.
And what are you pursuing at ASU educationally?
I'm pursuing my supply chain management degree, and then I am also obtaining my business data analytics certificate and another certificate in small business and entrepreneurship.
At the Carey School of Business?
Yes.
Ultimately, what do you hope to do as a job?
For the job, I want to focus more on like the operation side of supply chain, and get it into the industry and kind of work my way up, become a manager or like an analyst for the operation.
Could that be with literally any company, like Swift Transportation or Pepsi or just pretty much anybody?
Yeah.
And your motivation for wanting to do this, where does that come from?
My motivation comes mainly from my mom. I've kind of just seen her work like super hard, and she comes home like tired, and she works crazy amount of hours just to support all of us. And so like she's kind of motivated me because she's given up so much for us, and like I want to be able to do well in life and like, give back to her what she's given to us.
Do you come from a big family?
Yes.
How many kids?
5.
And where do you fit in?
I'm the second oldest.
And talk about the transition from high school to ASU. For some young people, that can come with a lot of challenges. Has it been difficult or easier than you thought it might be?
Well, when I did dual enrollment in high school, so I was doing high school and attending the Gateway Community College. So I was used to like the course load, but it was very difficult, like content-wise, because the community colleges are easier. And they're smaller classes, so if I had any questions or anything, I could just talk to my professor after class, and he would help me. But here at ASU, it's a lot more reading, and it's a lot of more. You have to be like you have very good time management, and you have to decide when you're going to do what work. And they're not constantly reminding you about deadlines or anything, which I wasn't used to. So it's definitely a lot more. You're more independent, and it's more on you to do all of your assignments in order to be successful.
And I understand right now you have an internship. Can you tell us about that?
Yes. I'm interning for APL Logistics in Scottsdale. I'm interning with their marketing department, and there's 4 of us, and they're all responsible for like different sectors. So I help all of them with whatever they need. Currently, right now, we have a lot of events coming up, so I'm working very closely with our event manager in order to book all the hotels, the airport tickets, like the setting up reservations or doing private dining events as well for all of our customers. I'm also helping like more to like the marketing and customer facing material, which would be like infographics. So we have like information about our product, and I'll work with our designers in India, and we'll come up with like a couple options and present that to our marketing manager, and then they'll decide on which one they would like to use.
Are you enjoying the internship? Are you learning a lot, meeting new people? Can you feel yourself sort of growing?
Yes, I am. I'm definitely very busy, which was one of my worries when I started an internship, because I heard from a lot of people that you're not always busy, especially since I was their first intern. They didn't really have background on like how they would utilize me, but it's definitely been like a great experience for me, and I'm able to like talk to different people. I'll be talking to people in India or Singapore. Right now I'm talking to a lot of people in London for the events, so it's definitely a great experience.
The scholarship from College Success Arizona provides up to $6,000 per year for educational expenses. You're one of the many hardworking students who have earned that scholarship. Can you talk about how that money has made life a little easier for you?
Yes, it's been great. With that scholarship, I was able to cover all of my schooling plus the textbooks. And like as a student, like I'm working full time, and then I'm doing my course load So it's very, like, it would have been very hard to do all of that, get good grades, and then stress about how I'm going to be paying for school. So it definitely takes, like, a huge, worry off my shoulders. And it just kind of, it was kind of like an incentive because, like, I was able to earn that. And if I hadn't been working as hard as I was, I wouldn't have been able to get that scholarship.
In addition to the scholarship, College Success Arizona provides a success advisor, essentially an academic advisor, a mentor. In your case, it's Robert Davis. Can you talk about Robert's role in your life?
Yeah, he's great. When we first started having our meetings, he's very attentive, and he takes notes through all of our meetings, and so he always goes back to kind of what we had agreed to that I was going to be doing. He makes me stick to my word. And then if there's some things that we haven't achieved yet, then we'll talk about why I haven't done it and how we can get myself there. So that helps because that's I know that that's somebody that I'm accountable to. So if I go back to him in our next meeting, I'm oh, I haven't done that. I already know that he's not just gonna let it slide. He's also someone that I can just talk to if I just need something, kind of venting or something. This week is super stressful, and so I just met with him, and so we talked about it, and we talked about the different assignments and everything, and so he definitely helped.
Can you offer advice for middle or high school students considering their own course to college?
Yes. I think what's really important is that to meet with your advisor. When I first started, since I already had kind of previous knowledge about college classes, I thought that I didn't have to. I thought that I could do it on my own and just figure out with the major map and everything, but that's not the case. Your advisors really do help, and they know all the mistakes students have made in the past, so they definitely help you from making those same mistakes. And then with any questions or anything that they have, they're always there. So I would say just utilize it more because I definitely know I should have.
Can you talk about the role that your family, earlier you mentioned your mother, have played in your success so far in college and just plain old getting to college?
So I had talked about my mom earlier, and then I have an older sister, and she's 24, and then right now she's in law school. And she was a huge influence because she was the first in our family to graduate, and I just saw how proud my family was of her, and then also how much easier life would be for her. She would always sit down with me and talk to me about my options, if I went to college versus if I didn't. And I think she was one of the few people that actually understood the process, so she was able to help me the most, and she definitely influenced it. And then, my other siblings as well, like I mentioned earlier with my mom, I want to be able to give back to them, and it's definitely the same with them. I want to be able to, help them later on in life if, they ever need it. So in order to do that, I have to ensure, I'm also making, creating the best opportunities for myself.
Thank you, Perla, for the interview and for working so hard to make a difference in our community.